Good morning, majors. This is Unit 3, Day 3. All we're going to do is we're going to review what you need to know to start the next section, which is going to be going over the equation of a line. Okay, so this is everything that you learned in Algebra 1. We need to know the slope formula. What you'll need is 2 points. We need 2 ordered pairs to figure out the slope. And the formula is y minus y divided by x minus x. Or if we have a graph, our slope is rise over run. What's really important here is that you remember that slope is represented with an m. M means slope. So in order to plug it in, we will use the slope-intercept form. When we are given, this is the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. When we are given m, the slope, and the b, which is the y-intercept. When it hits, if they give us where it hits the y-axis, okay? So it's going to be when x is 0 and y is usually equal to a number, right? That's the number sign. And when they give you that, the y-intercept, then we can just plug it straight into slope-intercept form. Usually they want us to write our answers or leave our answers in slope-intercept form. If we are not given our y-intercept, if we're given our slope, and a point on my line, they'll give you, oh, this point right here, xy, is on your line. This is the point, or ordered pair. Then we're going to have to use this, which is called the point slope form, this equation of a line. Y minus y is equal to the slope times x minus x. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So I want to review the types of slopes. We have 4 different types of slopes. We have lines that increase from left to right, and these are positive slopes. We always go from left to right, just like we're reading, and if it goes up, that slope is positive. From left to right, if we're going down, that slope is negative. And this one we're going to accentuate a lot this year. If we have a horizontal slope, write the word horizontal. If we have a horizontal line, I want you guys to understand that this is a 0 or O right here, but that could be a 0. This is a O right here, but this could be a 0. Remember, horizontal has 2 O's, and the slope is 0. It has a 0 slope. A horizontal line has 2 O's, and the slope is 0. If we have a vertical line, this is a vertical line, one that goes straight up and down, right? Vertical lines go straight up and down. Then it's going to have no slope. So vertical lines have no slope. And what we say is that our slope is undefined. You're going to see this word a lot on vertical lines. Our slope is undefined. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of examples. Write the equation of a line with slope 5 over 2 and y-intercept of negative 2. We want to know which one we're going to use. Which equation are we going to use? But we're given the y-intercept. So what equation do we use when we're given our y-intercept? Let's go up here. When we're given our y-intercept, we're going to use our slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. So I want you guys to write it down above number 1. Y equals mx plus b. My m is the slope, which is 5 over 2. And our y-intercept is negative 2, which is our b. So those are the things that we're going to plug in. So my y, do that in green. Y equals, my m is 5 over 2 times x plus -2, or since it's -2, I can say -2. Same thing. Write the equation of a line that goes through this point. This is a point in an order pair with this slope. Whenever we have a point, when we're given a point, we can't use the slope-intercept form because there's no way to plug in a point here. But when we're given a point, we're going to use the point-slope form. We're going to use this formula. Y minus y. Let me write it down on top of number 2 or on the side. So my formula is going to be y minus y is equal to our slope times parentheses x minus x. Now, my first y and my first x, I'm going to leave them alone. So I'm going to say y minus my y value for my point is -1 is equal to my slope, which is -2/3. And then remember we have a parentheses. Our x stays minus, and then my x value, I'm going to go back to my point. My x value is 5. And we're just going to simplify it. Y minus -1 is simplified to y plus 1 is equal to distribute your -2/3 into your parentheses. So that's -2/3 times x is -2/3 x. And then a -2/3 times a -5 is going to be a positive. And then we just multiply 2 times 5 is 10 over 3. And then what you're going to have to do is, in order to move this 1 to the other side, we're going to subtract 1. Let me try to get red. Subtract 1, and then subtract 1. But in order to subtract 1, we need a common denominator, right? To add or subtract fractions, the denominator has to be the same. So we're going to have y equals -2/3 x plus 10 over 3 minus, to make it the same denominator, I'm going to multiply 1 times 3 over 3. And that's going to be 3 over 3. 10 minus 3 is 7. So my final equation is y equals -2 over 3x plus, it's still positive, 7 over 3. Write the equation of a line for number 3. I want you guys to try B. I'll do A for you. So we can use the y-intercept. We can use the y-intercept if it goes through the corner. So if it had gone through one of these corners, then we could use the y-intercept. If not, then we're going to have to use the long way, the equation of a line, the one that we just used. So I'm going to use this point right here. You need to know what this point is. Looks like I'm going to the left 2. So that's -2, comma. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 3. That is my point. And I need to find my slope. I can use my 2 points and use the formula to find my slope, or I can look at rise over run. From left to right, it looks like it's going down. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, and I'm looking at where it intersects the, or where the next point is, or where it intersects the corner. I don't really know for sure if it intersects the corner right here, so I'm just going to go to this point right here. I'm trying to get to this point. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like I'm going down 5. And then I'm going to find out how many units to the right I'm going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my slope is negative, because I'm going down, 5 over 7. And I don't think I can simplify that, so I'm glad I didn't try to pick this point right here. So I'm going to say y minus my y value is 3 is equal to my slope is -5 over 7. This is my slope, right? Parentheses, x minus my x value is -2. Okay? I want you guys to try to simplify this, make your double negatives a positive, distribute your 5 over 7, try it out. And we're going to go to the next one. Write the equation of a line that goes through these 2 points which form should you use? Really, there's only one form that we can use. We have to use this one. When we're given 2 points and we're not given the y-intercept, we're going to use this form. Y minus y is equal to our slope, parentheses x minus x. Now my first step I need is my slope. I need a point and my slope. So in order to find the slope, I'm going to use the slope formula, which is rise over run, y minus y divided by x minus x. My y values are -2 and -5. It doesn't matter which one you start with. I can start with -2, but it's minus -5. But if I start with -2, when I start with my x's, I have to start with 3. So I'm going to start with 3 minus 2, because that's the formula. And that gives us -2 plus 5 is 3, divided by 3 minus 2 is 1. So the slope, 3 over 1, is just 3. This is just 3. My slope is 3. Okay, and now we need 1 point. It doesn't matter which point you choose. I'm going to choose this one, but it doesn't matter which one you pick, okay? We're going to plug it into this equation. Y minus my y value is already highlighted. It's -5 is equal to my slope is 3 parentheses x minus my x value is 2. So remember, our double negative becomes a positive. Y plus 5 equals, distribute your 3. 3 times x is 3x, minus, this minus, bring it down, 3 times 2 is 6. And then your last step is just to move this 5 to the other side. So you're going to subtract 5 on both sides. So you're going to get y equals 3x minus 11. Plug that into your calculator. I promise you'll get 11. I want you guys to try number 5. You're trying to change this equation into slope-intercept form. So you're going to solve for y. Okay? You're going to move the 5x to the other side, divide by 3. I want you guys to try that. I'm going to show you how to graph, and then we're done. Graph the line using the given information. A line contains 0, 5, and 7, 9, right? So this is my x value. This is my y value. Let me do my y's are going to be in red. So I'm going to go 0 means I'm not going to go to the right or to the left, but I'm going to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want you to write that dot. That's this one. Remember, it's always in alphabetical order. X comes first and then y. X comes first and then y. 7, 9 means I'm going to go, it's positive 7, so to the right 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to go up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then just connect the dots. Ish, right? Use your ruler. I want you guys to remember to label your axes. This is x and this is y. If you don't label your axes in Algebra 2, I guarantee you'll get it wrong. Algebra 2. So it has this slope, but it's going through 1, 5. So my first step is I have to plot this point. 1, 5 means to the right 1 and up 5. And this slope means I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and you can just keep going if you want, but I'm going to connect my, oh, let's try this. This is really cool. Connect your dots. That is so cool. That's awesome. Let me see if I can do it again. Awesome. All right. And that's it, guys. I want you guys to try these, try them out, and finish the rest. And we'll talk about it when we come back to class the next day. Have a good night.